All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone who do rule well. I want to say peace and salutations to all you Akim out there pushing this truth across the four winds so we can seal the elect and make it to the kingdom. Shalom. All right. I'm Brother Uriah.
I'm Juan. Shamar.
Amadia. All right. We're the brothers from GMS Fortress here in Milwaukee. All right. And we just wanted to go into, as you can see with the video, I just the video that was just played, you know, it's pretty much exposing, you know, the founders, you know, the three ladies or three women. Well, damn, I can't even say that, but you know, because they're not really women, but you know, the three, you know, alphabet, you know, representing women. That's you know, of Black Lives Matter. Okay, the Black Lives Matter movement, you know, pretty much just came out and admitted that they are trained Marxists. Okay, and for those, you know, that doesn't know what the definition or the term Marxist mean, you know, we're going to go into that, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the body and it feeds the sheep, you know. But first, I wanted to go into the word Marxist, okay, because our people have to be aware of what they're following, you know. Because you know, Jake just want to go out there and just get rowdy, you know, tear shit up, tag shit, you know, so like, excuse my language, you know, tag things, you know, tear things up, you know, rebel, you know, because they're pretty much used to doing that, you know. But they don't really know fully why they're out there, you know, or what they're representing, or the people that, you know, that they're running around representing this type of name and corporation, Black Lives Matter. You know, what those founders, you know, represent, you know. So I wanted to go into the term Marxist, all right, and you can Google this. So Marxist, all right, it says a supporter of the political and economical theories of Karl Marx, okay, and that's an actual Edomite, man, all right, that's an Edomite male, you know, and the brother's gonna go into it, you know, on Wikipedia, you know. But I just want to also throw out there, you know, how can you know, because I've actually ran into people that actually go out there and protest with the Black Lives Matter, you know, and they pretty much, you know, I asked them, like, you know, well, why do you go out there, you know, and they pretty much say that, you know, they're pretty much fighting for our people, etc., you know, and you know, they're going against the authority, you know, the government, the police, and the so-called white man, you know, which is Esau Edom, you know, and here it is. The co-founders of the actual movement that you're supporting actually, you know, pushes the theories and follow the theories, right, and the philosophies of Karl Marx, which is a so-called white man, man. You know, so Jake has to be really, you know, conscious of what they're actually following. Now we know that most of them aren't going to be, but you know, hey, you know, brother, if you can go into Karl Marx.
Can somebody get my people are led as a sheep to the slaughter in the Apocrypha, though. And then this is Romans, because we are not supposed to be fighting against this establishment. Yahushua has not returned and gave us any power or any authority. You know, Yahushua has not given us authority or any power to do that. You know, because he got what he wants to be done. You know, and it says that in the scriptures, he want to gather all the nations. He want these prophecies to come to pass before he makes his move. So us calling ourselves prophets who are of the hopeful elect that know these scriptures, we're supposed to be hanging back and just watching, because this is ultimately judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai. This is Romans chapter 13, verse 1. It says, "Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. For there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be are ordained of Yahweh Shema Shai." Right. So Esau was put in power by Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You know, Esau was blessed with this war and he was blessed with this world, man. You know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. Whoso therefore resisted the power, and resist, that word resist means to fight against. You know, resisted the ordinance of the Most High, right? So if you want to pick up guns and weapons just to go against this established order, you're going against Yahweh Shema Shai. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. Right, so you're supposed to be doing this work, doing these scriptures, putting up these videos. For he is the minister of the Most High to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. So the Lord set up Esau to execute wrath on the guys that's committing adultery, that's trying to fight against Esau, that's killing people, that's being homosexuals, lesbians, pedophiles, you know, all of that, man. The Lord set them up to execute judgment on those that's doing that, man. So we are not to get involved with that stupid Black Lives Matter movement that's being led by some women that don't even recognize themselves as being women. Somebody got the other precept?
I got it. Oh, you said in the pocket for bro?
Yes.
Yes. Second Ezra 15.
You got it. Go ahead, bro.
Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 10. It says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter."
Right. So Jake and them don't know what they getting themselves into. You know, they just following behind, man. Go ahead.
"I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt."
Yep, Egypt is America. Go ahead.
"But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm,
Yep.
and smite Egypt with plagues as before."
As you see happen. But the Lord only going to deliver his elect, his chosen. All the rest of the Israelites that's fighting against Esau and getting involved with something they ain't got no business getting involved with, that's contrary to these scriptures, they're going to be put to death by it, man.
That's right.
So that's it, bro. I don't want to take it too far.
It's Isaiah 33, verse 6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times." You know, think about it. Like the brother mentioned that they said, what? We're fighting against the authority. But who's the ultimate authority? Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He's in control of everything that's happening right now.
That's right.
So who are you really fighting against? You see, they don't have the knowledge or wisdom to understand what's going on right now. It says, in strength of salvation, it says, the fear of the Lord, Yahweh, is his treasure. They don't fear the Lord. If they understood and they had the wisdom and knowledge to understand what's really going on, they wouldn't be out there like us, like his brother just mentioned.
All right, this is going into Karl Marx. It's Karl, his name is Karl Heinrich, or Henrik, however you want to say it, Marx. It's on the Wikipedia.com. It says, the 5th of May, 1818 to the 14th of March, 1883, was a German philosopher. And the Germans is known as T-men in the Bible. They the wise of Esau, man. The ones that's pushing a lot of these philosophies and a lot of this weaponry and everything, man. They came over here to the USA, Operation Paperclip, man. And I ain't gonna go too deep into that, but Operation Paperclip is something that, you know, you brothers who haven't looked into it yet, look into that. It says, was a German philosopher, economist, historian, sociologist, political theorist, journalist, and socialist revolutionary. Born in Trier, Germany, Marx studied law and philosophy at university. It says he married Jenny von Westphalen in 1843. Due to his political publications, Marx became stateless and lived in exile with his wife and children in London for decades, where he continued to develop his thought in collaboration with German thinker Friedrich Engels, and published his writings, researching in the reading room of the British Museum. Let me know how far you want to take this.
Just go a little more.
It says his best known titles are the 1848 pamphlet, the Communist Manifesto.
All right, right there. You can stop right there. Water. So pretty much, you know, he is, you know, this guy Karl Marx, you know, who the leaders and the founders of Black Lives Matter, okay, actually follow his theories and his philosophies, man. All right, this guy Karl Marx, okay, is one of the forefathers of, you know, a communist, all right, or a communist movement and communism. Okay, so I wanted to go into the definition of communism. Okay, and it reads: a political theory derived from Karl Marx. Okay, all right, advocating class war and leading to a society in which all property is publicly owned, and each person works and is paid according to their abilities and needs. Okay, so you have, and the reason why I brought that up is because you have so many community leaders, so many political leaders. Okay, that actually I want to say that they go against communism. Okay, you have a lot of people that are in these marches. Okay, that are against communism. Okay, but here it is that you don't even know and realize that you support a movement that was started by 3 women. Okay, that support and get their philosophies and ideology, okay, from a man that created communism, man. And I got a precept. The brothers have precepts too; they can bring it out. But this is the book of the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, and I'll start at verse 21, and it reads: How long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people is foolish. All right, it's talking about 2/3 of the nation of Israel. That's so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians that are out there protesting, man. All right, hand in hand with your enemy, man, with these other nations, these heathens, man, especially Esau, Edom. It says, they have not known me, right? Because 2/3 of the nation of Israel have not known the Father, man, have not known the Heavenly Father, man. They know all of these other pagan gods, man. Okay. It says they are sottish children, all right, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And when you go into that word sottish, okay, it literally it's the Hebrew word sakal, okay, sakal, and it means foolish and silly, man. And our people are silly, man. Because here it is, you follow, you're a part of this movement, and you're trying to go against something, not even knowing that you're supporting what you're actually going against, man, which we're actually fighting against, man. And and it's all a trick bag, man. Esau has Jake in a trick bag, man. He's playing off of y'all emotions, man. All right. Why do you think the founders, of this whole movement are women? They're playing off of Jake's emotions, man. They know racism just stirs Jake up, man. When us brothers in this truth, and brothers around the world in this truth that have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you see, we actually like to see Esau in that spirit, man. Because he's doing what he's supposed to do, man. He's being the perfect devil, man.
Got a couple precepts. First one is in Hosea chapter 4 and 6. It says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Okay, and that's referring to the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. They don't have the knowledge, all right, of the Heavenly Father, man. They don't know who their enemy is, man. Which the top enemy is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Okay, and what he's doing right now is he pretty much just setting the stage to come down on Jake, man. It's all part of that Hegelian dialectic that Esau cooked up, which is problem, reaction, solution. They created the problem, and now they looking at the reaction of Jake, getting all riled up and doing what they're doing, protesting, and doing the most, and so they can come in with a solution, which is ultimately to ensnare, Jake. And forced vaccinations, FEMA camps, the whole works, man. Martial law, That's
right. Order ab chaos, right?
Gone. Yeah. Order out of chaos, man. It's on the back of your dollar bill, So, and it says, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. And that's what 2/3 do, man. They reject knowledge, they reject all these different things, man. You know, and hey, the knowledge is available, but it says, "I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest unto me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children." You know, and then them same ultimately, man, some same spirits coming back. You know, from the ancient world. You know, being set up for judgment in this time, man. You know, but the other precept that I had though was in Psalms, the 64th chapter, concerning the enemy, Esau, Edom. This is Psalm 64, and starting at 1, it says, "Hear my voice, O Most High, in my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy." Okay, and that's a prayer that we you know, we do to be preserved from the enemy, man, which is Esau. It says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity." And that's what they're doing, man. You know, this they finna come down with a great insurrection, with that great wrath. You know, so they letting Jake, you know, ride and you know, and then do the most. Just want to jump down to verse 5. It says, "They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune in lying snares privily or privately. They say, who shall see them?" So that's what they do. They setting a snare for Jake right now. It's a trap, you know, and 2/3 gonna get caught up in that trap, pursuant to what is it, Jeremiah 13:8. 2/3 shall be cut off and die. So yeah, you know, they're setting the stage for that. 2/3 of the nation of Israel going ultimately be put to death. That's it. That's all I have.
You got precept, bro?
Con. I got this is the book of Second John, chapter 1, verse 7. Okay, it says, "For many deceivers are entered into the world, who confess not that Yahushua HaMashiach is came in the flesh. This is a deceiver and an antichrist, man." And you know, 2/3 of the nation of Israel walk in that spirit of Esau, man. You know, which is the ultimate, you know, a deceiver, man. You know. And when you look at these three, you know, chicks, I'm not even gonna call them women. These 3 chicks, you know, that created Black Lives Matter. You know, they don't believe in the Lord, man. They don't confess that Yahushua HaMashiach has came in the flesh, man. You know, they're actually homosexuals, man. You know. And they're actually using you, Jakes, because right now they're actually turning it, you know, to you know, that Black Lives Matter. Now they're changing it to Trans Lives Matter, man. You know, they're pushing their agenda, man. You know.
Yeah. And then what? Lesbians, homosexuals for the men, or Bati minds.
Yeah, kind.
Bati boys, and I think you can call them Bati women. I don't know. But no, that's part of Esau's agenda, and that's always been a part of Esau's agenda for us, especially when it comes to the rappers and the artists and what they got to do in order to get into them organizations. Now, from them forming that to them using them to do psychological warfare on us and the children, and now they promoting the whole LGBTQ agenda on TV, in your schools, in cartoons. All of that, man. Esau want us to be, Esau trying to do away with us. Ultimately, that's the whole goal. Esau want to do away with us, man. But the Lord not going to let them do that, man. So Esau, you can keep playing your little games, your elites, with y'all witchcraft and y'all philosophies, but y'all know it's a time coming. Y'all end is coming.
God. Because ultimately behind this whole movement, man, you have Esau pretty much playing the puppet handler, man. You know, because you know 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man, you're gonna realize very soon, man, that we are still in captivity, man. You know, we are under, you know, just like George Floyd was under that knee of Esau, man. That's what we're under, man. We're under that foot of Esau, man. Okay, as a nation, man. Okay, especially you 2/3, man. You know, and the Lord is about to let the Lord has Esau like a what do you call that? A pit bull that has like rabies, you know, it's foaming out the mouth and it's angry and it hasn't eaten, you know, and it's ready for blood, and you know, the Lord has Esau, you know, on a leash, man. He's about to let him free, man. Right?
Esau, the so-called white man, is the sword of the Heavenly Father, man. You know, he's the whipping stick in the Lord's hand to, you know, be over Jake, man. Pursuant to Psalms 17 chapter. You know, he's a sword. But we're not ignorant to that. That's why I got this precept right here. You know, in 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and 11, it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay? And it's not talking about the spiritual demon Satan, it's talking about the physical counterpart thereof. You know, Esau Edom, the so-called white man. You know, he comes in the spirit and power of Satan, man. You know, and it says, lest he should get the advantage of us, man. The advantage, the upper hand. You know, a leg up, so to speak. You know, that's what he gonna get on 2/3, man. The advantage. You know, they gonna fall right into that trap. But unto us, Lord willing, you know, we have this wisdom and knowledge that's keeping us stable, so we can you know, look out and prevent falling into that trap.
God.
And it says, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So yeah, that goes into the truth. But that's it.
I got a precept too. This is Jeremiah chapter 3 verse 15. It says, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. So, you know, call Allah, the Lord set us up to bring this information out, you know. And it started from our elders and their elders, and it was passed to us, man. So we giving y'all the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the Bible and how you being tricked in this world, in this society, man. So,
you know, I mean, you pretty much made the point. The brothers have any final?
Well, I kind of want to segue because I think my my lesson kind of land backs off what you're going through, what you brought out. Okay. So we can keep it going. I can just bring it. It's not. Yeah, we're gonna end it. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna cut it. All right. With that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rikakwadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, Shalom, and Abba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Shalom.